two-state solution has always been nonsensical to me. You can't have two people claiming the same piece of real estate and one of those two parties doesn't believe the other one should even exist. That is not a recipe for success. It's a recipe for confusion, disaster, and absolute mayhem. So we've got to quit talking about it. And Republicans have been just as guilty as Democrats over the years, Gordon, as you know, trying to pretend that this was a real solution. It's not a solution. And everything that has been put on the table, everything has been soundly rejected by the Palestinian Authority and by all of those who claim to be part of it. So for anyone to say, well, why doesn't Israel do X? I tell you why. Because when they do propose anything, it's every single time rejected. And one thing we need to put a bigger focus on that the Biden administration has failed in, let's talk about those Americans who are still being held hostage. Maybe 7 Americans still hostage in Gaza, held by Hamas. That should never have taken this long, over 400 days, and that's inexcusable.
Well, I'm going to...
Significant. To my knowledge, I'm the first evangelical to ever hold this post, if it happens, and I trust it will. But it's a bigger statement, I think, that the president is saying that evangelical Christians in America strongly support Israel. And we do, as you well know. And I think it's important that as really a group of people who understand how important Israel is, not just to a relationship with the United States, but to peace in the world. My prayer, and the prayer I ask others to pray for me, is that God will use me in that role to bring relationships, to bring new post of freedom, new relationships among other Muslim-led nations, to expand the Abraham Accords, and ultimately, the simple prayer, pray for the peace of Jerusalem.
Producers, Output is having a crazy sale right now with